This is a quick walkthrough of Tim Bugnow's experimental design for my dissertation. It's AVID's effect on metacognitive skills at the secondary level. So it's an exploration of the AVID elective class at high school. In looking at the concept map, there's really two groups that we're going to look at. There's going to be a control group and an experimental group. So in the control group, this will be a non-AVID site, and there's going to be a pretest that measures the metacognitive skills of students. So that's looking at things like self-efficacy, goal setting, those kind of things, and we'll talk about those in a minute. And then there'll be no treatment in the control group, so they're not in an AVID elective class or anything, and then there'll be a post-test. So part of the underlying framework of that is it's a theoretical framework called Mindset by Carol Dweck, who's a researcher out of Stanford. And the first part is about fixed mindset, where some people will tend to think that people are just naturally gifted in things. So they're just naturally smart, and you're only good if you don't have to work very hard at stuff. So that's part of the thinking that's going to go into the idea of the control group, is that people will think, oh, okay, well, I'm either smart or I'm not. It comes easy or it doesn't. In the experimental group, this is going to be looking at an AVID elective school, and it's going to be controlled for demographic and socioeconomic. So it'll closely mirror the control group. And there'll be that same pretest that we gave to the control group. And then they'll go through the AVID elective treatment, which is looking at those metacognitive skills. So here's an outline of the majority of ones that I'm going to be doing my research on for my lit review. So it'll be goal setting, persistence, self-awareness, motivation, progress monitoring, self-efficacy, time management, note-taking, and collaboration. These subcategories of metacognition are based off of Dave Connolly's work around college readiness. Then in the AVID elective class, they'll go through and learn about these things, and then they'll be given that same pretest as a post-test to measure the development. So this framework is based off, again, the growth mindset by Dweck, which is the idea that if students work harder, that they see the final goal as not something that's easy, but the process of it is a learning process. So that's really where this fixed mindset, growth mindset theory comes into play. And then finally, everything is going to be kind of the foundational work is going to be around Robert Marzano. So this is a second theory that I'm applying on top of the entire thing, which is classroom instruction that works. So this deals a lot with the idea of metacognition, note-taking skills, goal setting. Even there's some self-efficacy in there, time management pieces. And then there's also an additional book. He dives into a little bit more about learning goals and objectives. So there's kind of two books that I'm going to use as a theoretical framework that underlines that.